The chairman of the National Development Planning Commission, NDPC, Dr. Nimoy Thompson, has blamed the culture of neglect and lack of maintenance across Ghana's public sector. He says Ghana's inability to achieve the sustainable development goals may be as a result of neglect and lack of maintenance. Our Western Bureau Chief Akwesi Ejeanim has more from Takrady.
The workshop on advancing sustainable development through SDGs localization in Ghana, which brought together public officials from several regions, was organized by the National Development Planning Commission in partnership with the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs. The workshop aimed at raising awareness about infrastructure, asset management as an interdepartmental approach to promoting sustainable, resilient and inclusive development. It also sought to equip participants with United Nations tools for infrastructure asset management, using solid and liquid waste management as pilot areas. Addressing participants, the chairman of the NDPC, Dr. Nimoy Thompson, expressed concern about the poor state of infrastructure management in Ghana, stressing that foreign aid cannot replace domestic development resources. He therefore called for effective and disciplined management of public infrastructure assets.
The lack of maintenance culture is part of institutional deficits. So fixing institutions as a whole, that's what I mean by soft issues. Fixing institutions broadly will have to necessarily include the culture of maintenance. Yes, all capital depreciates over time, but you can maintain them to get, continue to derive as much as possible from it. But we just simply neglect it. And it's so pervasive. So this is not something we're going to do in the next 3 or 4 years. We'll have to start over a long period of time. Even from schools, we need to begin to teach children about the importance of cleanliness, the importance of sanitation, importance of efficiency, everything, order. Otherwise, we're not going anywhere.
Meanwhile, the Senior Program Management Officer at the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, in a presentation on the 2030 SDG agenda, explained that the agenda consists of 117 sustainable development goals and 169 targets. He noted that local authorities play a critical role, as about 65% of the targets are linked to the responsibilities of local governments, with 92% related to infrastructure development.
Over 90% of these goals relate to functioning infrastructure, and most of these infrastructures are maintained and in the hands of local governments. So we need to ensure that local governments have the means to implement, have the means to deliver for sustainable development for all stakeholders, for all citizens and constituents in the local government.
The takeaway from this NDPC organized SDGs forum on public infrastructure management is simply that for Ghana to actually benefit largely from its ambition to attain the SDGs targets is for the country to actually adhere to effective and efficient management of public infrastructure through effective maintenance culture. For ChannelOne TV News, I'm Akwesi Ejeanim, Takrady.